Let's just bring this down a bit so you can see all the what's going on. We're multi-tabling at the minute. I don't know which one, whichever tournament we're at first, we'll drop off and get onto the main drag. I'll try and keep my eye on the window to make sure everything's going backwards and forwards all right. Yeah. So we played a couple of games this morning, and from about 10, 11 o'clock this morning. Cash won, finished first in one, and it's just a balance builder. Put about $13 on the account, and yeah, we're into a $1.10 deep max, 6 max deep stack. That's 100 guarantee, and the other one screen is a 556 deep stack, and that's at 500 guaranteed. So really, we're sort of waiting for the late entry level to drop off, which is about an hour away. So if you want to have a little fast forward through this live session, come back later. Let's get a stream up, see where we're at. When it gets through. Maybe we change the thumbnail, that might be a good idea. Since we are up and running at the moment. I think the stream is active. Oh, it's getting there. No, still getting our latency delay going on. It just pops up into the game start. See if we can get a see if we can push up Lucas. Yep, so we're up and running. We're cool for that. We've pinned inside straight draw, flush draw, mid pair. Nice ball to have. Again, same sort of similar sort of hand going on over here. What have we got? We've got Lucas. We're just going to bet a single solitary bet into him. See if he's got 9-8 the queen. So he's check raised to us. What's he doing this time then? Okay. I'm going to fold that. And he's all in there. You're a fucking knob. I think you're shit, man. I think you're a donkey. Don't doink much. Doink much. Boink much. Should I say bluff much? Or is that? Or doink much? Right, so yeah, we've got the feed is up and running. Let's see if we can get link in there somehow. We're just going to put a little bet in. Too much going on in my head. I think where we're at. Right, where are we? Stopping that. There it is. Be Jesus. Right. Copy that. It's just. All right, see if we pick out anybody on that front. Yeah, let's just stick him all in. Oh, he's got the queen. Fair enough. There's our trips. Not the time. Let's get out of that. Doing me brain in anyway, that geezer. What? What? What we're doing over there. We'll get the stream right in a minute. I think that's about right. Yeah, Camus, I've got so deep at the minute, 134 bigs. I was having butchers at shit. It's Friday today, so we've got a wig on. Really went out there. Whoop. Smoking, what we're smoking on today. We've got the ice cream cookie cake. Fucking 23 bigs. 10 bigs. Fucking hell, right, we're out. Okay, we're out of there. We've got aces against the king 8. Come on, the king 8. Come on, the 8. Come on, 8. Ah, lucky fella. Always root for the youngster, for the underdog. Right, we bounce screen. Bounce screen. Map. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake, this is pissing me off. There it is. Yeah, a bit frustrating when that starts jumping up and down like that. Let's check and give it up. Where are we? That is poker 2 and that is poker 2-2. Okay. There we go. Right. Right, people walking through our blinds. Let's push back for early position raise. He should have all the aces and kings there. So if he isn't, he hasn't. We'll see where he's at. I reckon possibly might be ace queen. If he's ace king, we're dead. Oh look. we're potting up now. He's got to put us on ace-9 there, hasn't he? Well, maybe not. Okay, well, we're all in for a fiver. Flushes on the board, there's a full house on the board, everything's on there. 5-9 got there, the lot. It was very hard for him to call with his ace-queen, ace-jack. Very hard call. Yeah, come and watch the feed, mate. Although I don't think you're going to want to come and see it. You got taken off a pot like there's no tomorrow. Oh, oh dear. Pardon me. If anyone does get on and do leave us a message, don't forget to subscribe. Is the other thing. But yeah, we're just going to do a live session day, I suppose. Not a lot going on when we're sitting out on the table and stuff. Not a lot happening at all, really. I'll have to talk about something in poker. Yeah. Where's everyone in the game? What's going on these days? The position in poker is got to be one of the key elements of making money in it. We're unopened pot. We're in the hijack position now. He's cut off and hijacking him and the button. And that's where these terms have come from, is where you are stealing, you know, like if we look at the button as being a stealer button, the cut-off cuts him off. The cut-off cuts off. There's the last point of cut-off from the button. You can cut the button off, come the button. And then the hijack can hijack the cut-off, can't it? Low jack can hijack the hijack. A low jack point. I love it. And if we look at this at the moment, we're in under the gun, but we're also low jack. You know, so it's great when a table squeezes down. You can think about your position just a little bit more, because we're dealing with numbers of people. You know, and that under the gun position really does refer to like a full ring tables, 8-9 ring tables really, because then the positions play in, don't they? There's a good chance that early position, calling with a 10 jack, there's a good chance that someone's got ace jack around the table, king jack or queen jack, yeah, or a pair of jacks. Yeah, so you've got to be careful. Don't know how long the wig will last. We do need to sort out the fun now. Easy fold. Easy fold. So again, we've got to power the button. come into the under the gun raise. He's gone 2.6. I'll put him on ace king, aces, kings. He should come over the top if he's got pocket pair. If he's got ace king, ace king might want a flat. Ace queen is definitely flatting. Right, we've got top pair on the board. We don't know where we are with it though, do we? Two-thirds of the pot. I think, you know, ace queen could call there for a gut shot 10. I mean, where is he? Small pocket pair to the board, pocket nines. So people often ask me when's a good time to bluff. Well, that board there is a board that favours my range, not theirs, because of other deciding factors. Like if there's an early position raise, surely only the late positions are going to re-raise them with bigger hands that they think of, like aces, kings, queens, ace king, ace queen. Just going to go min. So you can see that, you know, like if you've got into a free bet pre-flop where an undergun raise, you free bet it, they've called, and the flop comes down an ace king 4. You rep strong aces and kings there. They don't. It's a great spot to barrel, especially in your in position there. You're telling a good story, aren't you, behind the cards? You've bragged about your cards pre-flop. You've raised them. The opponents capped, haven't they? You know, like with regards to, you know, they've shown weakness, and with weakness you can always push into it. So again, we've got a button, we've got a cut off raising, button re-raising. I don't think we're going to defend it. After a little bit deep, we're going to defend it. Okay, we've got the backdoor flush draw. I mean, all we can do in here is probably put in a little. I think we're going to check to the big aggressor because he doubled up. He's got pocket pair. He's repped the queen, the 4, the 9. If we call, he can only be repping a queen here, can't he? 75%. See if he's got a 9. He's not going to like the 9, surely. If he can only call if he's really got a queen. If not, he's calling on an ace high, isn't he? Or king eye, or jack eye. Yeah, we can just put him all in. He's got the queen 9. I mean, fuck me. Why is he taking so long to put his money in? Yeah, so Johnny's going to come and see some of the bluffs. One up for you, Johnny. Johnny Depp out there. Big up to him. Love it. If he even gets this part of the video. A lot of people are going to want to go and check hands that they folded to, maybe. Attila, you know, where was he on the hand? And I think we just float min raise, king 9. We're only on a 4 ring at the moment. with Maguti not playing. I think everyone's missed. Backdoor flush. I think the aggressor, Attila, is definitely a very deep aggressor, isn't he? Could even have some of that boldness why he's checked. Now having a stab at it. Be like a 3-bet. Like a, you know, they've got a 3. That's what I'm saying. Attila definitely felt like he had some of it. I let him play it out. Backdoor flush coming to a fruition, but only 9-eye. It's never a great thing. And you could probably look at the bet out here is the flush draw. You know, that he had it on the flush on the flop. Maybe they did too. Who's got the bigger one? So we've got a 10 jack king ace out there, and it's all fucking coming up. Wow, nice hand. Nice hand. Bit of a cooler hand for Furman, you know, but when Attila, because he's so aggressive in the game, and that's just only playing him with a few hands, I can get the feel, you know, he don't like backing down to a 3-bet and comes across with a 4-bet, you know. And when you got players like that who have got that side of aggression, then you can easily, you know, you can either extort it by going, no, all in, put them all in. Where do they go with the aggression? They've you've got no fold equity now. What are they going to do? So that's one way you can sort of crimp them. Look, they're new to the game, so I'm just going to check in with them. 10-8 is all over that, mate. I mean, not, where do you want me to go? I mean, hey, fish. Fish. Alright, we'll just call in 9-7 suited, flat call it, see where we're at. We ain't anywhere on that board. I think Johnny just come in with an aggressive bet continuation. Bosh, bish bash, third of the pot, 2.2, 2.1, 2, 3.8. Yeah, he's half of the pot-ish. It's good. It's good bet. Showing his strength. You do get a lot of hands folded here that will beat you probably, you know, like, so he might have, like, I don't know, ace X, let's put him on ace 7 or whatever, you know. And this person already had that 3 pinned, but they put him on a jack or an 8, you know. It's always a weird one. Let's just raise him. Raise him. Pushing. We've got cool down value, so we can single barrel it. Nice. So he could have been king eye, or I mean, I can't seem to, maybe straight draw in there, 9, 10, something like that. Yeah, missed by the river. What was he looking at? He can't be 9, 10, can he? Because he got there. So he's probably got the 10 or the 9 or something, you know, he's gut shot for one of them. They didn't mind paying it down to the thing there. We've got Johnny, he's going to want to take us on because he's seen us bluffing a lot. So he's big blind here. His tendency's got the flush. So let's say he's got it. Go on, you've got it. You've got it, mate. King 6. I do have a range. Do have a range. Yeah, it was a good hand. I liked it. But yeah, I mean, with that, where does he see me opening? What does he see me opening with? Did he see me just purely bluffing because he's seen the other hand bluffing? Um, you never know where you're at sometimes with people. Um, so when are good times to bluff? They've shown a weakness. They don't have a strong hand, for example, and you've raised pre-flop. They flat. You see bet the flop. They call it. Yeah. The turn checks through. The river bricks. Right? And they check again. You can polarize there with a big bet. You know, normally you're sort of 1.5 times the pot. And go big. And they're often capped to one pair or less, so they are very likely to be not calling there. So a lot of the time, you know, like you can go down that route of them putting you on two pair, then putting you on the straight, then putting you on the flush, whatever the hand or greater hands that's out there, even just the two pair, or they're underpaired to the board, you know, and it's not rare, but not many players call that massive bet, that big bluff bet. They call him the 6-9 suit. It plays out because that's quite a decent equity. And here with it has 6. I think we check raise him, see how he likes that. Get a bet from the aggressor, ace king, possibly even aces or kings or something. So we're now two paired to the board. We're going to put a bet in and try and get some value. Could have maybe bet the flop, but didn't want to come out as a donkey at that point because we checked over to the aggression, so no aggression. So they're just going to go for an insta fold here. Unless, I mean, ace nine's calling us all day long, aren't they? Ace nine, king nine, queen nine, very nice. Show them the 6-9 there, two pair. I can see why I called 1.5 because it's suited. Gap connectors, albeit connected but gapped. And Margaroo, we're going to put it down as a little bit tight at the moment. Shown decent hand strength. We've got 41 people baggering up in here. 41 people, and what's that give us? We've got another 46 minutes left till the break and the last buy-in stage. That's the point of when we see where the money is and where everyone is with chip stack wise. We're going to open. And they keep them thin as well, even though we're deep stacked and we'd normally be going like 2.5 bigs. It's quite, you know, it's going to be the case. We're going to come up against this sort of stuff, which is going to be like big pocket pair there, or ace king, ace queen, or aces, kings, or queens. We've only put 2.2 in, so it's a real nice, easy fold. I won't take that spin up with him yet. We haven't seen his hand strengths he's got yet. I think he just wants to take a spin. We've got a limp raise from Margot. At the moment, we're just going to keep an eye on them. Again, we're not seeing any hands of them because they tend to bet people off the pot and take an aggressive fly once the hand started. Yeah, we're going to min raise it, just like our Margot. Now, we should get a caller for this because we've opened a lot of pots. So we're normally going to always get a got a nice re-raise, which is even better from Fernman. They've not really done it enough though. They should have done it sort of 6 bags, albeit they might be doing it for value at this point. I don't know where they think the value is. We gut shot on 6. We're going to let them have that. We're going to check raise them if needs can be. See where he comes at. 5 was his last bet, so expected to be around about 5 again. Oh, he's come down under the pot. So we're just calling him off. It might put us on a hand now, and he was bluffing. Maybe he's got something. Maybe it was a value bet. Maybe he's just going for it here. We're not going to call for a gut shot 6, are we? He's repping a jack 9. I give him the jack 9. Again, a worse spot for us. Hopefully he opens here and comes in. It'd be very nice. Nope. Is she going to limp in? Oh no, she's not. She's raising. So we're going to pot her. 3 barrels. She flat called. Potting again, see if she's got a jack. We show the queens. And look, people go, oh, you shouldn't show cards. I'm streaming for crying out loud. So it don't matter. So we never know. We might I should progress a little bit. Now we're in 3rd place here, so the old computer hand from back in the day. The lowest hand. It's the lowest shove hand on queens. I think we can barrel him straight in for 4.2. I feel like only an ace or 10 might have called. Originally, you know. Not easy. If we get fold, we can just nibble it in. He knows we like a bluff, but he has seen a bit of range now, hasn't he? Yeah. He knows he's got position on us. He could just bet out with any of that bold. We do have a sort of backdoor straight draw and a high card. That's it, really. We're going to give him another little bit. We do like Johnny, so we want to keep him in the game. Now you're costing me too much, Johnny. I've got to put you on a 3-6. Jack 3 or Jack 6 or something. I'm not going to call. I'm not going to call with that river. Not for 14 bigs. Not a spike and ace. Ace 4, mate. Ace 4. Bottom end. So again, we're horrible position for the ace 4 this time. And we're just going to, let's flat call. Let's just dribble in. Terrible way to come in a pot. This is not normally happens, but at least, look, I wouldn't mind even calling the 4.5 for 1 big all day long. I think we just stagger 1 in there. He's just seen Johnny Boy have a go at us, so I want to keep doing it. Backdoor straight develop. Come on, a 5. Come on, that 5. Is he putting us on the ace? He's got an ace jack. Lucky cunt. Psst. Fucking fish prick. Fish prick. Every table has one. Right, it's a fried Brayton, just like, like he was absolutely hell for leather that he was beating us with ace jack to the river. And then an ace come out and he's like, yep, I've got an ace and I'm calling that bet. And at no point did he put us on a pair or anything through the board. So all we'll do is just manipulate that now. So he's going to call a lot of bets, isn't he? So we're going to target him just a little bit. See if we can hit 2 pair with random cards and stuff. Because that's where we have to be with him. We've got to be setted out, chipped up, whatever. Trip sets, threes, the 2 pairs, full houses, disguised closed hands. We're call station at the moment. We're calling all day long. They're coming in. What you got on this board? Could be A7. 9-7. Ace 10. Bollocks! Oh, fucking Tilt City now. Tilt City now. Tilt City now. Should get called second time, third time round. I think. Always a shame. You want the third hand to be like pocket aces or pocket kings or something. I don't know. Cheers, man. Cheers, mate. Just a silly person. Silly person. I don't know. Yeah. You're right, Johnny. I do. It's fucking. I've had a terrible day of it. Of the had some really weird and strange happenings today already. I think it's the constant, and people say to me, "Oh, it's because you play so many hands that you see it so many times. The four to the flush, four to the straight." Now I do see it in live play as well. Don't get me wrong, but just frequencies. Yeah, I get it. But someone explain to me about pocket pairs then? About for the whole day, I had every single pocket pair that went against me, not mine, everybody else's, set it up, got a set. Now that's 17 to 1 to get a set, to hit one of your cards by the river. So if we got 17 after 1 or whatever. So if we're talking them sort of odds, when that happens back to back to back to back to back to back, the odds are through the roof. And like just a simple one where I've got pocket pair and I go against an ace X, ace king. In fact, it was an ace jack suited the first time, and the second time was ace 10. Both hands set it up. Now they set it up within 3 hands. So it happened to be one hand. Fucking hell, right, fair enough. It happens. I see it live, blah, blah, blah. The next hand I win, just a standard hand. Next hand again, pocket pairs play again. Another Broadway straight. That's 1,047 to 1. Just them 3 hands. 1,047 to 1. Now, don't get me wrong, it happens. This happens live as well. We get these amazing run outs, obviously ball flushes, we get all this. It happens. But frequency, is it happening, you know, 5 times more online because we're seeing 5 times more hands? Yeah, I accept that. 8 times more? 10 times more? Now we're going into the realms of stratosphere 20 times more. Is that normal? Is that normal behaviour? It's going to happen 20 times more now online than it happens offline. That's not normal. And I don't know, like, with a random number generator, per se, right? We've got to ask how the generator works. Does it work by shuffling a deck of cards? Well, yeah, it's because we're playing a game, so it has to create a deck. It's got to randomise that deck, and then it's got to deliver them out, right? Now, how many times? What's the randomness of it? Well, it's as many times as it's random, isn't it? How many hands there are to be drawn out, or whatever. And the computer's running these hands out thousands of times a day, so it's getting realisation of odds. When I say getting realisation of odds, it should know how many times an ace king has beaten an ace queen. Yeah, and if it's anything out, does the computer then correct it the following day? Does it start correcting it? Is it learning as it's using it, and just making sure that, hold on a second, ace king's lost one too many times, it needs to lose now? Or is it just completely random and we're getting completely random stuff, and we need to feed the hands into a system at the end of a year and say, well, what's happening with all these hands? How well is the computer running as a computer, generating a live game setup? Think you might have ace five. Doubt it. Maybe they brought the rays in to start with. pure value in the hand now. Getting over 6-7 to 1 out money. And the same thing, he's got to put 1 chip in to get 8 back. So it's getting 8 to 1 his money, just a call. Now, all we need is the ace. Wonder if he's got 1, he's got 2, or they've got 2, he's got 1. Ace king, ace jack. Right, so we've made a straight, haven't we? If we could actually do a check raise there. Jack king made a full house. Don't know if we should actually put a bet in or not. I think we're going to keep it thin. If someone comes over the top, we call. Yeah. Let's have a look what Johnny had there. What's Johnny on ace jack? Yeah, he's going to be calling all day long. But yeah. River. Got me paid. Got me paid. Got me paid. Any ace. A straight. Any ace at the straight. Got me paid as well. Threes against queens. The queen tray, which is the gay waiter, if anyone's out there listening. A famous hand, the queen three. Playable, strangely enough. Hence it's got a name, so it's very playable. Yeah, it's great small blind, big blind defending hand, queen three. So I'm going to stack a little bet in just for the thing that come on the club. Come on a free, come on a club. Go on a free. So, where's he? Has he got a 4? Oh. Has he got a 4? Oh, shit. I don't want you to go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Don't go. Please don't go. Jack 4. Jack 4. Jack 4 suited. Jack 4 suited. We're just floated. We're floating. I don't think Johnny had a 4 there. I think he was calling if he had a 4. He bet to say he had the 4, but no, we had the 4. Okay, we've hit it again like a wild river. So 76 to 1 to hit the flop, to flop it out like that, and we'll go for pure value with it. You know, it's like 2/3 of the pot. Because anyone got anything around that's coming in. And the ace is calling for a queen. You know, ace king's fucking probably jamming on us. Ace 10's in with the ride, ace jack's in with the ride, jack 10's in with the ride. Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. What's the fucking chances? For fuck's sake. I'm gonna have to keep it thin. Fuck. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Well, what does he think we're doing? You know, fucking 130% of the pot, you idiot. Are you seriously thinking? Jesus. Oh, I'm rolling up. Wow. 32 bigs, another 25 on top of where we're at. I mean, that's ace king. Yeah, all we've got is a drawdown with the 8, 9, 40% equity, 60-40. Bit more than that. Go on there, 8. Come on. Bring it in. Hold it. Have it. Yeah, I thought we was going to go into like a 40-60 hand, but we was better than that because they weren't suited, weren't very fucking high. It had a 5. We had them beat with both cards with a 5, which gave us an extra sort of 7%. Plus we had, you know, it was the 2% plus the 7%. We was right up there. Loving it. Yeah, I'm going to chance it again. Okay. What? What's happening? 7-3 off. 7-3 off. 7-3 off chip dump. Seven three off chip dump. Put a bet in, man. Bet it. Bet it. Yeah. Gay waiter. I've got the gay waiter. Got the gay waiter. Yeah, this is when you play the gay waiter if she's suited. You can put his range on an ace here all day long. Bit of a nemesis for us as well, isn't it? Oh yeah, we're folding out that. Definitely feels like an ace bet. Jack 10. We nearly had an ace all day long. No. Johnny, come back. Yay. 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 Right, okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah, definitely got to get him on the sauce. Let's get a banger on the firm. What should we have today? Let's have a bit of amnesia or something. Nice hammy. Yeah, smells gorgeous. Set the nerves. Value 10, so 6-1 money. None of that bold. But Doyle is looking down on us and laughing at me. Playing it terribly, playing his hand terribly, and not even calling that like he would. We missed anyway. Didn't even have a real good bluffing hand in that. If the flush could have drawn out, we might have had something going on. Don't know how good 10-eye flush would be. King there, jacks there. Ace and jack. I suppose it wouldn't have been too sad. Not even going to go for it. If it was suited, we might look at opening the pot there. But other than that, I don't know. We really looking for a straight there. People go, oh, but it's very shielded hand, isn't it? You know, when you're in that position. I'm going to barrel that up a little bit. It's min raised from Margot all the time. I do think sometimes people do that min raise for a bit of value. Whoop. Go on then, mate. Come on, let's spin them up, mate. Yeah, nice hand, man. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. No worries. No worries, fella. No worries, fella. Did pin a 9. A 9. The dog hand, what a fucking hand that is. So the other way I'm playing live. It was a self-deal game, so I ended up dealing the whole game. So just to keep things moving on the table and being a bit faster, because sometimes get older people throwing the cards all over the place and not dealing very well. But anyway, self-deal game, getting into it. And one of the girls on the table was a bit of a rock. She'd been playing quite tight. And I was quite deep. I managed to get sort of to probably about three stacks to everybody else's on the table. And she min raised as a lot of women do. No disrespect to them, but we call it the girls' raise anyway. And then so I've re-raised her, and then she jammed on me. So I get okay, cool, and I've tabled a pocket pair of 9s, and I expected nothing less than her than an ace king, ace queen. You know, like that'd be the minimum she would have had. And lo and behold, kings come down. Right, fair enough. I know where I stand, but I went, don't worry, it's the dog hand. And she went, what? Oh, it's a dog hand, K9, you know, it's called the K9, right? You've got the kings, I've got the 9s, it's just a dog hand. I'm going to whistle for the 9s, look. As I've done that, I turned over the flop and lo and behold, 2 fucking 9s are on it. She thought I was fucking cheating. If it all wasn't so close on the table, I don't think she would have been too happy about it. But yeah, quadded out the 9s. Went on to win the tournament. Not because of just the 9s. I think there was a couple of, like I called someone's all in. He was quite deep. I think he had about 60 bigs at the time. I was sitting on about 120. Called an all in with that. I'm going to stack off half me stack, and yeah, I had ace 9 suited, my minimum start, yeah, and he had ace king suited, and yeah, it was one of those hands. I hit a 9, on the flop, and that was it. Rest of the hand was dead draw, no flush, and no sweat out, and it was done. He was gone. But yeah, put me right into the stratosphere of the tournament then at the time. So yeah, it's just weird how sometimes games run out. You got to have a bit of luck in a game, and yeah, there's got to be some elements of luck to go on and win things. Otherwise, you can't. Skill alone will take you always into the money. You should, with skill, you should be sitting into money position, shouldn't you? You should be able to, like now, for a 13th place of 60 people. We've got 17 minutes left on late registration, and once that happens, the game's going to get a bit saucy in it, right? So we've got 70 bigs now. By the time that happens in 15 minutes time, another 3 blinds, we'll probably be down to about 50, 45 bigs, something like that. So we've got element to just sit out till the money now. Now, this was a 3-day event, 2-day event or something, and I'd say, yeah, let's sit out for the money, right? We're going to be getting 30 grand when we get in there. But no, this is a turbo event, really, isn't it? You know, we're looking at saying it's going to last 4 hours, 5 hours, 3 hours, whatever, 2 hours. You know, it's a very fast poker game. If you can imagine, even if you wanted to just go and sit down and play a game of cash, say, you'd have to put down a couple of hours, 3, 4 hours minimum of your time, wouldn't you? Just to get a run for a table, just to get a feel for players, just to get a realisation of odds. That's another thing to be careful of, you know, variance, you know, the hit shit of poker, where your fucking ace king dies 3 times in a row against an ace queen or ace jack or ace 10 or something, you know. That's just the way of poker, and it's the way the cookie crumbles. So, right back, Brazil 92, we played him a couple of times. I'm going to mark him up in purple. Johnny, we say he's definitely playing a tight game, tight aggressive. Marge is just knitted up, and she's again the same sort of category. I mean, I'm going to put her into the other tight non-aggressive category. We got Mr. Lucy Nuts over here, and I'm not going to mark him up as piss yellow just yet, because he has played some quite tighty hands. So we'll lick him up so we know where we are. And Attila was seen in quite a few little Tommies as well. We just mark him up. And yeah, give us an idea on the table where we're at. If we see anything, any behaviours, then we can sort of mark them up more accordingly. A lot of people use the sharp scopes and PIO solvers and anything they can to get an edge in the game or whatever. Well, it's something you can't do that in about live games, can you? You're just talking about doing something for an online computer game, isn't you? You know, where you're building up stats on people, which it don't really work. Look, for instance, how I've played the game already. I ain't played to my standard of poker. I've not played to the standard of the table. You know, I've played to the standard of the table and then given some chips out freely. You know, it's like, if that is the case, where does that hand history go? Do people look at it and go, oh, look at shit. Look what he's called with it. Look what he wrote. Look, fucking hell, he called this geezers all in. Yeah, with a king 9. I mean, so if you've got that going on, are stats of people online any good? You know, like even the money list. You know, I will not put any more than, you know, I don't know. Probably lucky if it sees 50 quid, 100 quid a week or something, you know. And then looking at the times you win and use the money in the game for other things other than playing poker. You might be spending it on a wheel of fortune or playing roulette with it. So losses in the poker game itself, you know, like if you think of, you know, I've got a couple of books out there. Where do you think get the research from? How do you think I learn how to play live poker? I'm playing all these idiots on here. Not that everyone's an idiot. It's just most of them. He's got his raises in order. I think he was at 2.6 early on deep stack. He's now coming down to 2.2s. We're not seeing a 3-barrel bet. We're seeing a value two-time bet. Pocket pairs is definitely bet. Well, Johnny's got a bet to the check, but he's got to put him on a pocket pair there. Pockets. Pocket. I was going to say 6s. Careful. Slowly catch a monkey. Oop. I like a continuation on the river, But if you've got that or any of it, you're going to do that. I love it. Yeah, nice. Little fish over here, look. Little fishy. And I call the fish not someone who fishes with shit cards and they're the fish on the table like you'd think. No, no, no. I'm more in the kind to go that the person's got a massive hand and they don't bet it properly. Yeah. Yeah. You like the one bet? King Eye. Enough of that. I'm lying next time. Swelly three bigs, half hour stack. If it was suited, I think I'd call. I love the showdown possibilities though, the 6-7. And it's, you know, like we was talking earlier about the 40% hand, we're at it again, 40.2%. You know, so it's like, fuck's sake. 60-40, 60-40 in his favour. That's 6-7. I'm lying next time. Still has not played a hand yet. Okay. Just gonna reduce down the bluffing situations a little bit. The good thing, like the other thing I've always done is try and create a persona of yourself. Now, if you come to any of the live games I go to and ask people how I am and what's my playing style, they will all say I'm loose. Oh, I play any two cards and all that stuff, which is, I love it. I absolutely love it because what those people are doing is they're not looking at position and they're not looking about the cards I've played in that position. Like, for instance, if I'm in small blind or big blind, there's a lot of hands I can defend here. You know, this queen three is I can use it as a bluffer, as a bluffing, a semi-bluff hand. You know, I can open it as if I've got something decent, half decent, ace, king, king, jack, whatever, king, queen, suited, whatever. But I'm opening that. But what I'm really doing is I'm representing a king, a queen flush. Anyhow, you know, that's where I am on the board. And we're pinned down to 3. So look, let's just bet highly on it. Let's just go banged in deep with it. Put us on ace 9, ace 8, tiny pair of 8s, pair of 3s, pair of 9s. Now that's the only hands he's going to call with. King 9, king 8, small blind. He's a big blind special. but more chance though, he missed. He missed at 3-1 against him. I'm not going to show the Queen 3 there. Come and look online. So under the gun, not a good hand to be. Once we've just done that as well, early positioned with the Queen 3. And some people just also look at the stacks and go, oh, I can't put a bet into him, he's just going to call everything. No, he's not. He's not going to want to give his chips up. His chips are more valuable than mine when I'm playing against him. The one thing that he can do is he can make my stack size chip effective. So he's got me double stacked. So if he just makes every single bet he ever done 2 bets, all of a sudden I'm down to 23.5 big blinds and he's down to 43.5 big blinds. So you can see that just by selecting the right bet size can reduce down a chip effective stack. Again, I don't even know where the 7-8. Where's that line? Easy calling one, aren't we? Always a gut shot involved. I'm just going to throw down a flush draw now on the river. No, still gut shot. We are still gut shot. We just gut shot. It doesn't matter. 1 hour. Jack or 6 or Jack. We've got 2 out, haven't we? I don't know where I'm looking at on hand at a minute. Yeah, we're calling. Can't even fucking bet him because we know what he's like. Can't even bluff him off. Queen eye. We know what he's like though. He called that down with a queen eye. Yeah, so 7-8. It's a 0.45. You know, so you are the underdog, but not as worse as you know. It's still 1.2 to 1 underdog, isn't you? You're going to win 1.2 times more than you. You win once, everybody, and they win 1.2. You know, 50-50. Always good. Have a nice 50-50 ish. Yeah, and the 7-8 suited is still, I think you're still 1.1 underdog there. But getting a lot closer, isn't it? You're at 47 or something. Tickle in. 30 bigs. We need to start keeping our attention on what we've fucking got blind wise. So we get a bet in from Margot. No, nothing, just minute. We just flat call up. And can we put her on a 7 here? She's shown aggression back to us. What is she gonna do? Some more aggression there? She certainly is. Let's go over the top of her, see if she likes it. Let's put it all in. Let's just put it all in. Maybe could have got a bit more out of her on the turn of the river. I don't think she's calling any bet on the river. So we could have flat called that, and then what we're going to do on the river, put more in it. I don't think she's going to call. If we'd have gone another bet just raised her once. She's folding again. I think it was a full bluff, or she had the 5 and she was folding anyway. She felt the 7. So it's like, where's the value? There's no value. We got max, I think. And people might say, oh, you should have bet more. Oh, we got max on the flop, didn't we? Because we put a min in. She then raised it and we called it. She then put in her max bluff bet, which was double what she put in before, trying to chase after money. Get that as a little tell from her as a double bluff. So she puts in a bet and then she come over the top. And then her next bet was double what she put in before. Bum, 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 bum. She's shaking around like a rag doll now, isn't she? She could be tilted. No, he was bluffing. Not letting herself get shaken around like a rag doll. I'm saying she's a she. It might be a attack helicopter. You never know. Rakeback's going for our big blind. Got that middle in hand. 8 bigs. Here's a big fucking call. Boo. Boo. Expected bigger though. Expected bigger. Come on. Savit Attila trying to push on the blinds again. Yeah. So could be a little leak in his game as well. And he might have actually had us dominated on that hand. Yeah, he's gone for a min raise. I don't even want to be in the hand here, but if we call, everyone else is going to call in for value. There's 6 in there, he's got to put 1.5 in, 3 to 1 his money. He then gets 7.5 in there to get his money in there. Everyone's getting paid. So we're good on the board at the moment. Next card out makes a big move change, doesn't it? Okay. Okay. Jack doesn't help us. Gives us a big card, makes us ace jack at the moment, doesn't it? If he's got a jack, we're in mighty troubled hell because he's got a stacked. So we're playing ace jack. And we're going to, when he bets here, which he is going to go half bet or whatever, we're just going to call him ace king. Jesus Christ! Oh my God. Ace king. What a wanker, min raising. Floating, I don't know. And that's probably justice for him for and previous, I don't know. Anyway, good game all. And that's concluded our session for today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'll be catching up again. Maybe I might do something over the weekend. You never know. I was thinking about maybe a Saturday or Sunday session or something. Yeah, catch up with you definitely on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever through the week. Do subscribe and catch us when I'm flying. Have a good one, peoples.